Yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to the Computer Music Academy Weekly Homework Podcast. I am your host, TR-808. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 33 of the Weekly Homework Assignment / podcast. Something I'm pretty sure is going to be very interesting. Before we get to that, shout out to my man Necromantis for submitting that particular beat for an intro. Really dope, really bassy. Necro is definitely, in his experimental phase, and he's trying new and other things, and I like where he's going, and he's going to end up, even more dope than what he is. Anyhow, week number 33. This should be very interesting. So, with the new year, the new season, we even have several new members at CMA, and of course with new assignments, new challenges, new ways of getting things done. So instead of doing a dedication on a person, a genre, a style, or anything like that, I said, let's do a dedication to a machine. Yes, a machine, a piece of hardware, but not just any piece of hardware. One of the most beloved pieces of hardware that anybody has ever used or emulated or stole the sounds from in musical history. I'm talking about none other than the classic Roland TR-808, the boom. Man, so that is what we are doing this week. And we actually have 7 submissions of nothing but the challenge was to find some 808 sounds, unless you actually have a TR-808, that would be really dope. But find some 808 sounds and pick a particular style or era of music that the 808 was used in, and surround your 808 drums with sounds from that particular style or era. So this is going to be very interesting. And first and foremost, my man, once again, holding it down as he has for the last few weeks. Third Degree is here first. Let's get it in. Third Degree has been doing his thing, man. This is proof. If you've been following us since last year, because Third came in, I want to say within that first quarter, but he was very scarce and very rare how he actually participated in the homework, but he was always really dope. And one of the things that he promised this year that he was going to be more active, turning in more assignments. And hopefully this is a lesson to anybody that is at CMA or even outside of CMA. But, you kind of put your music on, I'll get to it. You put it on the back burner. And you can actually see that over this is 4 weeks now straight that he's been hitting us every week with a submission. He's normally within the first, one or two that comes in. Also, his game is definitely stepped up. And I don't know if it's just because I picked the 808 assignment this week, or I'm going to say that it's definitely because he's practicing more. He's working on his craft a lot more. He's definitely stepping his game up. I mean, even more to the point where you actually hear that he's taking the advice that we've given him. Shout out to JK, Cricket Mystery Jazz, and Mr. Legacy, who also does reviews on the CMA Weekly Homework podcast. You can catch it on the website. But we have actually given him suggestions like, dude, use some different instruments and use some more effects and vary it up. And you can definitely tell that he's listening and his music is actually benefiting from it. So shout out to my man Third Degree for that track. That was, yes, sir. I like it. All right, coming up next, my man Willie Chill. This is another one. Let's see what he does. Willie Chill did it.
God calling. I can see the sky falling. God calling. I can see the sky falling. I can hear my gut calling. I can see the sky falling. I can hear my gut calling. I can see the sky falling.
Willie Chill did it. I gotta give it up. I like that track, man. I gotta give it up. Once again, Willie is another dude. He's been in. Now, Willie came in like a week before we started the podcast. and jumped right in. And he's, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure everybody else would agree, he's actually improved every week, just getting better and better. So shout out to that. I will say this. I really did like the track, but it was very minimal. I love the fact that he kind of went with, I don't know if that was the feel, if that he really knew that he was going there or not, but it has that Chicago house feel. It sounds really, really dope. I just think it could have used a lot more happening. Like, I love the bass line and the synth and everything that he picked. I like the arpeggiation in the beginning and like towards the intro, or after the intro. I liked all of that. It still needed just a little bit more to bring the track out. It was already here, and the rest of that would have took it here. Seriously. So definitely something worth going back and looking at, Willie. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw something on that he posted in the community saying that he actually used Ableton for this one. So shout out, man. And we're going to make it happen. Trust me. All right, moving on. Back this week, my man, Nelson Mandela, who, shout out to him, he just went to Coachella. That's why he wasn't in the previous week. But he said, I got something for y'all this week. Let's get it in. Remember what I've been telling you for the last couple of weeks? That when everybody's going over this way, Nelson Mandela is going that way. Real talk. Shout out for that track. That was definitely something different and something I can really appreciate. Zilla is definitely becoming the more, I guess, one of the cinematic guys, because you got the hypnotist who is moving towards that real dark cinematic style, and Nelson has he's going that way also, but he has his own thing, and that's what I really appreciate about him. My only suggestion, not a complaint, but my only suggestion is go back and do some more balancing and mixing on that thing, because it seemed like some of the instruments were just way louder than they needed to be, but it still felt really good. But once you go back and you do those tweaks, bring everything down a little bit and you even everything out, yeah, that's going to make that sound so much better. But shout out for that, Nelson. All right, moving right along to the UK. my man, Mr. Legacy. No more introduction. Let's get to it. Yeah. Mr. Legacy. Oh boy. That was very dope. Very, very dope. I would guess that was more of a 90s. I don't know if necessarily UK house, if there's such a thing, but definitely a 90s house feel. And it sounded really great. Not too much I can say about that. Nothing negative, of course. Only thing I could say is maybe a little bit more variation as far as the patterns. But I did like with what he did have. He had a lot of drops and some change ups. You know, it worked. It really worked. So that I liked it. I liked it a lot. So great job, sir. All right, moving on to Crooked Mystery Jazz. Let's see what he has this week. What the hell? Cricket Mystery Jazz. Yo, that was pretty ill. Jeez, man. The work he put into the chops is just insane. Oh, man. I do have one complaint, though, because I absolutely love the track, but I do have one small complaint. I heard the 808 stuff in there, but it sounded more 909. I could be wrong, but it sounded more 909. Either way, I did hear the 808 stuff in there, so credit for that. But dog, what? Good job, Derek. Moving right along. Headed back to Germany with our friend Stephen G. Let's get it in. Stephen Genius back for week 44. Holy crap. I was not expecting that at all. Listening to the intro, and then when it finally kicks in, I'm just like, whoa. But then the second part comes in, and then the third part comes in. Man, it kind of, I could be wrong. Somebody's going to call me out if I am. It's all good. But it almost reminds me of like Art of Noise. It almost, it's real ambient, atmospheric. I've really, really enjoyed that. And there's not a single Stephen G track that I don't like. So nothing's new this week. But man, that was really dope. Shout out for that, dude. Wow. And moving on to our guy who he's been just coming in, putting on a clinic, as they say, every time he turns into submission. My man, Taurus Beats. Let's go. Wow. Taurus Beats wrapping up week number 43 of the weekly homework assignment. Holy crap, dude. What's so crazy is it seems like it's a pattern now where we have some really good submissions in the beginning, and as the show progresses, it just gets better and better and sicker. And then you end with something like that. Whoa, man, that was nuts. I really like that one. When he sent me his submission and he was like, yeah, I was going for more of a DJ Quick kind of feel. You know, we talked a little bit back and forth about how much we appreciate DJ Quick, and DJ Quick never gets the credit that he's really due. DJ Quick is, you got producers, hip hop producers, and then DJ Quick is going over there. Oh my God. And I was listening to the track and I noticed that his pattern, his 808 kick and snare pattern and the hi-hat was like the same pattern that was in Tonight, which is one of my favorite DJ Quick tracks of all time. And then the reason I was pointing to my ear, because in this particular ear, I heard a sample that sounded like it was a guitar that came from Tonight. So it's like, this dude really went there. Shout out for that, Taurus. Man. This was another really good week in my opinion. So shout out to Taurus, Stephen G, Crooked Mystery Jazz, Mr. Legacy, Nelson Manzilla, Willie Chill, Third Degree, and you for watching, sharing the videos, commenting, showing us support every single week. If you would like to be in the Weekly Homework Podcast, you would like to be a part of our community, you would like to get all kind of craziness as far as just love from the rest of the community, you want to learn some stuff, you want to get some exclusive tutorials and perks and blah, 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 come on over to computermusicacademy.com and join us. It is that simple. I am done for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I did. And I will talk to you next time. See ya. Simple.